guys, I'm Jim Sharrock from the Belmar Shade Tree Commission. I want to thank the library board and their executives for having us here and letting us use the grounds today. So today is Arbor Day. It's a national celebration. And what do you think, Arbor Day? What do you want? What do we want to do with Arbor Day? What are we? You over there, huh? What are we going to do? We're going to plant trees. That's right. And why do we want to plant trees? Pull your mask down so I can hear you. You right there. Oxygen. That's right.
What else?
What else do they do? Anything? Right, the oxygen.
Right.
What else?
They drink lots of water too.
They drink lots of water, so they need a lot of water to grow. Just like a baby has to get fed when he's a baby. You got to give him a lot of food to make him grow. Just like a tree, you got to give him a lot of water. What else does the trees do? Right there. Pull your mask down.
They give us air to live and grow.
Right.
Very good.
There's a thing, and I won't get into it. It's too scientific at this level, but the trees take in the bad air and give out good air. We take in the good air and give out bad air. So we work together with trees and plants. Does everybody get that? You do? Good. So that's what Arbor Day is to plant trees throughout the United States. It originated in Spain, in Europe. Arbor Day in the 50s, and the whole idea was to plant trees and make the environment. Does everybody know what the environment is? You got your hand up. Good. What's the environment? Pull your mask down.
The environment is where animals live and where plants grow.
Right.
Very good.
So we're living in the environment. This is our environment, right? The air, the grass, the people, everything. That's the environment. So we always want a good environment, right? And we have, so far we have a good environment. So one thing that's very important in the environment is trees, because it really makes it, they cut down the wind, they give us shade in the summer, right? So they help us out a whole lot. So what we're going to do today, does anybody want to plant a little tree? Okay, so 1, 2, we can plant, we're going to plant 10?
We could.
10, we're going to plant 10 trees. So who wants to plant one? Well, I can't take, I got to take 5 over here and 5 over there. So, okay, you get one because you answered all my questions really fast. You get another one. You get another. So you're 1, 2, 3, 4, and the girl down the end right there, you're 5. Okay, so when we call your numbers, we're gonna do it that way. Now I need 5 volunteers to plant a tree over here. Okay, you answered my questions really good. So you're 1, you're 2. Remember your number. You're 3, you're 4, and I need 5.
She did a good question.
Which one?
This one right here. She did a question.
Oh, okay. Is she watching me? Pay attention.
Do you want to do a tree?
Okay,
right.
you're 5. Okay, so we're gonna go over. We're gonna start to go over, and we're gonna plant them. Now they're real little trees. Real little. You're gonna think it's a pencil. Okay, that's what they look like, a big pencil. But then we have trees that are other trees there. They're cherry trees. They look just like that tree. That's what we hope they're gonna grow into. Okay, but they take a lot of tender loving care. They need a lot of water and a lot of care. Okay, so why don't we start with this group over here? Why not 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 come with us? Whoever I picked. I wish I had trees for everybody, but that's impossible. Okay, go over there by the tree bench. Go ahead, honey. And you'll start digging. Not a lot of digging.
Thank you for joining us, everybody, for our Arbor Day celebration here with the Shade Tree Commission, DPW, Belmar, and we got Councilman Jim McCracken. How you doing, sir?
Good morning.
Why is this important today?
Well, I mean, this is what Belmar is all about. An opportunity to engage the the students from St. Rose and Belmar Elementary School and teach them a little bit about the importance of Arbor Day. We have the volunteers here from the Shade Tree Commission who do a fantastic job beautifying our town, doing public education. And this is a great partnership with the Belmar Library, who was enthusiastic about sharing this space. Our Department of Public Works built these planters, and this is an opportunity for trees to be planted at various stages of their development, and then they will be uprooted at some point and planted in different areas of town. So it's a great day here in Belmar, a beautiful day.
Thank you, Councilman.
We have a stack of them. Very easy. One envelope. They all came in one envelope, and there's 25 trees here in my hand. Now, it's going to be very difficult to plant these in your yard or out at the curb. They're so small, they require a lot of care. So what we decided to do is set up these beds so we could nurture them to a couple inches and then transplant them out. The other thing we did just recently was we put in some Kwanzaa cherry trees in the beds behind me. Now, we left them in the buckets because that makes it a lot easier to transplant. We'll leave them here for maybe a year or so. Once they're ready, once they're sturdy enough to transplant, then we'll start moving them around town. And the same thing with these. Gradually, over time, they'll get big enough and we'll transplant them someplace else in town. Now, like I said, these guys, it's very simple to plant them. You plant them up to the top of the root. So you can see all the scraggly stuff hanging off. Just above that is where you want to plant it. So you want the dirt up to that level. And you can see it's only a couple inches for these guys. The other ones we have are a little bigger, but really it's a very shallow hole, and you want the dirt to come right up to that, and then we'll build a little moat around it with mulch to try and keep moisture in. And then we have to water these when they're early on, about 3 times a week. All right, so we're going to put in, how many in this row?
We have 5. We have 5 children, so each one will plant their own.
Okay, so we're going to dig 5 holes, try and spread them out evenly. Those guys there are spread out 5, so you know about how far, you know, maybe one here, one here. Now, we're only digging a hole that's about 6 inches deep.
You guys
Do it.
started. Just right in the middle. You can start going. Yep, right there.
You want to try and do it right here, okay? So we have plenty of, that's it. Because they will grow and the roots will get big, and we don't want them blocking each other out. Good, I think that's about 6 inches.
Yep, I think that's probably all you need to do. Oh, maybe a little bit more. One more
A
scoop.
little bit more.
Might find some worms in there. Don't get scared.
This one's yours.
You're doing okay.
Now I want you to work on it and identify where the bottom of that root is. Here's yours.
Great.
There's one. I got one more for you.
There you go.
Put that in right there.
I'm gonna hold it for you.
You got it. See, that's about even right here.
There you go.
This is a nice one. A lot of root coming off the bottom.
It's awesome. You did it.
There you go.
And here's one more now. Now, for one that's this big,
You got a big one.
you want to pull the roots down a little bit, just to make sure they don't interfere. And when you put this in, you don't want the roots getting crushed like that. You want the hole big enough so they can be suspended. And then you're gonna plant right up to there, right where that root ends.
See how might have to go a little deeper. A little bit. Okay. I think that might be good. Hold up. I think that's good. So I'll hold it. Want to fill in?
Wow, man, that was
What do you
good.
right about there?
It's so simple though. Why is it magic? Yeah, I know. I thought magic and
The golden shovel.
There you go. Very gently push the dirt in around it. You're good as long as you don't hit the little too hard.
Yeah, you're like a stick.
And now we just do this. That might be easy.
And then you gotta go.
You want to do this nice and gently, right? Because we don't want to
Gotta
crush the
pet the
root.
baby.
Oh.
Right to about there. And after you put it in, you want to pat the dirt down around the root a little bit, okay?
That's okay.
And thank you, DPW.
No problem.
I think you want to make you said, Greg, like a little moat?
Yeah, we could do that with dirt, but ultimately we'll do it with mold.
Okay.
Once you have it planted like this, kids, what you got to do is you want to make a little moat around where your tree is going to be. So now, every time it rains or when you have to water it, the water is going to sit in here and dig right into the root system. And once the root system gets all the water, it grows, and in about, I don't know, a couple years, you're going to get one of these coming up.
Yeah.
So this little tree, so your little flower here is going to turn into a bunch of those little flowers up there. Pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
So you do this with all your little trees, you go around. Now, and what we usually do is you take mulch, and the mulch retains water better, but for right now, we'll just do this, just to give you a demonstration of what you got to do.
All that dirt back in the middle.
How you doing, young lady? Very nice. Now you want to pat that down a little bit?
That's a great moat. Good job.
Beautiful.
So you got it over here. Look at that. Looks like a tree to me.
It was.
Little rake if this is easier.
Yeah, all you got to do is a little break. Want to make sure it's still, this won't move on you, but you want to make sure the water can still get in there. Just like that, you're good to go.
So pretty, right?
Jim,
You got some stuff. You did a good
but I
job.
got to get, we've got to switch. We got to get them in.
Yeah, okay. Let's switch them out. Yeah.
So you want to cut that?
Yeah. So thank you for joining us, everybody, here at our Arbor Day celebration. Little wind, hope you can hear us okay, at the Belmar Library with St. Rose and our Belmar kids celebrating today. Oh, would you care to talk about what's going on here with the library? We got Sharon Russell here.
Hey, the library is so happy to have these wonderful new seedlings growing in our backyard. Hopefully in a couple of years we'll see them grow and grow and grow, and new ones are supposed to be coming. So come by and take a look, but don't touch.
There you go.
Now, does everybody?
Thank you everyone for joining us again. Signing off for our Arbor Day celebration. Bye.